Hello everybody, welcome to Crack the Sky. Today we're taking a quick look at our top 5's ASX Exchange Traded Funds Daily Horizon View. Today is the 27th of the 3rd, 2019. So our spotlight for today will be MVA on the ASX, which is the VanEck Vectors Australia Property ETF. If you want to see that, stick around, or you can skip straight to the end to see my quick review of that ETF. We had a little bit of movement today, up 0.07%, closed out at 62.17 on the All Ordinaries. Commodities, as usual, were mixed, so had gold and silver were down, platinum up, and our crude products or related products, bit mixed, but crude was actually up. So top 5 percentage rises: MVA, MVS, MNRS, Moat, and MVA is the VanEck Vectors Australia Property Trust. We'll have a look at that later on. MVS is a VanEck Vectors Small Companies Masters ETF. MNRS is, most people know, that's our beta shares. Global Gold Miners. Moat is a VanEck Vectors Morningstar Wide Moat ETF. And then we had Triple O, which is the beta shares crude oil ETF. So people moving some money into commodities and a little bit of property. Our top 5 percentage falls. We had UBE, QAG, ACDC, UBA, and QFN. UBE is the UBS IQ MSCI Europe Ethical ETF. QAG is the beta shares agricultural ETF. That's currency hedged and synthetic. ACDC is the ETFs of battery tech and lithium ETF. So that one tracks the Sol Active Value Chain Index. UBA is the UBS IQ MSCI Australia Ethical ETF. A little bit of an ethical sort of theme here on the downs. And the last one was QFN, which is the beta shares S&P ASX 200 financials. Top $5 rises. We had IBV, IJH, I should say, VTS, IHVV, and Moat. So IBV is the iShares S&P 500, IJH is the iShares S&P Midcap 400, VTS, that is the Vanguard US Total Market Share Index ETF. IHVV is the iShares S&P 500 hedged ETF. Moat, as mentioned before, is a VanEck Vectors Morningstar Wide Moat ETF. So that one's supposed to have companies in it that have a competitive advantage, or so a moat, which means that they have a competitive advantage. So the top $5 falls for today. What did we have? We had UBE, ACDC, VAP, VLC, BIF. UBE was the UBSIQ MSCI Europe Ethical ETF. ACDC, that was the ETFs battery tech and lithium, so like the battery chain index. VAP was the Vanguard Australia Property Securities Index. VLC, which is the Vanguard MSCI Australia Large Company Index ETF, so that tracks the ASX Top 30. VIF, that is the Vanguard International Fixed Interest Index, then that's hedged. So that one tracks the returns of the Barclays Global Treasury Index. Top 5 number of trades. What do we have today? Expecting to see the big guys, the ones that dominate the trading in the index. We had STW, VAS, IVV, VAP, and VG8D. So as most people know, STW is the State Street Spider S&P ASX 200. VAS is the Vanguard Australia Share Index, and that one tracks the S&P ASX 300. IVV, as mentioned before, is the iShares S&P 500. It's a relatively big ETF. Then we had VAP, which is Vanguard Australia Property Security Index. That's a good one if you're looking for some yield. We'll have a look at that one closer another day. VGAD. VGAD is the Vanguard MSCI Index International Shares Hedged. That tracks the MSCI World Index X Australia. Top 5 for volume. We had NDQ, MVW, ETHI, AAA, IOZ. So NDQ is the Beta Shares NASDAQ 100. If you're looking for exposure to top 100 on the NASDAQ, that's your game. MVW is the VanEck Vector Australia Equal Weighted ETF. So that's a VanEck's in-house index provider. ETHI is the Beta Shares Global Sustainability Leaders. So that's another ethical index ETF. AAA is the Beta Shares Australia High Interest Cash ETF. IOZ is the iShares Core S&P ASX 200. Moving on. Top 5 for value. What do we have? AAA, IVV, MVW, IAF, STW. AAA, as mentioned before, is the Beta Shares Australia High Interest Cash ETF. IVV is the iShares S&P 500 ETF. Then we had MVW, which is a little bit of an interesting one. That's the VanEck Vectors Australia Equal Weighted ETF. Then we had IAF, which is the iShares Core Composite Bond ETF. So that one's primarily invested in investment grade fixed income securities, so government and bigger companies. STW, that's a favorite for everybody. That's the State Street Spider S&P ASX 200 fund, primarily designed to provide low portfolio turnover, accurate tracking of the index, and low cost. So our spotlight today's on MVA, which is a VanEck Vectors Australia Property ETF. MVA has the potential to offer stable income and potential capital growth with a diversified Australian property portfolio. So it offers a liquid, affordable and diversified investment in property. So one-stop shop. With a single trade, you get access to 11 of the top A-REITs. Supposedly, this is what the research shows me, This investment has traditionally been popular for investors who seek stable income above fixed income and cash. Potential for capital growth, there's a bit of capital growth there. Diversification across retail, so shopping centres, offices, industrial, residential, and property development. So you're not just stuck in an office REIT. Obviously, having the 11 biggest REITs there got quite a diversification. Low historical correlation to other assets. So when it's got counter-cyclical, so when parts of the rest of the market are down, this one should be up or stable. That's the idea. And also potential inflation protection. So it's an exchange traded fund. Moving on. Let's click through it. Or should have clicked through it. So it's trading it very closely to the net asset value of 24.23. Management cost is pretty reasonable, 0.35. Distribution frequency twice yearly, so in January and July. Dividend yield, I think, has come off a bit. It's back to about 4.26%. In my opinion, there are better investment options in the ETF market. So they have the possibility to deliver a higher dividend yield and a stronger share appreciation. Before investing in this one, I quite possibly have a look at SLF and VAP. So VAP and SLF do pop up in our top 5s from time to time, especially VAF. So, as always, we're here to crack your financial sky with information. Woo! So give us a thumbs up and give us a like. Yeah, thanks guys. If you have any comments or any specific ETFs that you'd like me to have a look at, leave a comment and I'll get to it for you. Thank you.